Hey, we are live. The hubby is watching the news, and I must admit I was watching it with him earlier. But anyway, I took me a minute to get things on, but we have got things going. So let me just go ahead and give our greeting, and we'll get it started. So YouTube Talk, April 19th, 2020. Welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. On this episode of the Shoutout Sunday Show, we're going to talk about quarantine cooking, #athomewithme, get updates on open invites and collabs, and give a few shout outs. Well, yes, and give a few shout outs. Before we get into that, if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women how to grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds something like something you want to do, then subscribe and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And if you've joined me on the replay, welcome. I'm sure you will get good value from what we do here today. And if you're interested in joining us in the quarantine cooking collab, leave me a comment in the comment section, not the chat box, because the chat box disappears when the live goes off. But leave me a comment in the comment section. That way Kenya and I will know to look for you, and we can go from there. And for those of you who have joined me live, how you doing? How you doing, ladies? I am so glad to see you guys tonight. You know, we've been off here a minute. So 2 weeks ago, I didn't host the show. And you know what, guys? I was just so exhausted. I mean, totally exhausted. I was too tired to even post a note to say I wasn't going to be here. And you guys know that normally, if I can't make it, I put up a note. This particular time, I was just exhausted. My mom had just come home from the rehab center, and I tell you what, it was more than a notion. She required a lot more care than I anticipated, but we really wanted to get her home because we were afraid they were going to get that coronavirus in that nursing home, and we would never get her out. So we got her out of there. And then last week was Easter Sunday. So yes. So hey, everybody. Hi, Andrea Mason from the Queen's Court. I saw Carol from My Blessed Nest is here. Tammy from Me, Myself, and I'm DIYing It is here. I thought I saw Michelle from My Housewife Life too. Let's see. Organized by Darcy. And Darcy is on it. If I am not mistaken, Darcy is on it because when I was looking at stuff, you know, trending topics and that kind of thing last week, I just happened to see something put up by Darcy, and let me just double check to make sure I'm not confusing my people, because you guys know I can do that. Yeah, I'm right. I saw a video by, well, she gets a shout out, so let me just bring that up later, but Darcy's getting a shout out tonight because of her video. So don't let me forget that I'm supposed to give Darcy a shout out because she's the one on the list today. But let's see. Marilyn from Fabulous Designs on a Budget. How are you doing? And I think I've greeted everyone that's here right now. And there's 10 people on. If I could get a thumbs up by all 10 of you guys, I would appreciate it. And then Diva Designing on a Dime has joined us as well. So, hey, guys, I tell you what, I have missed talking to you guys. You know, we've been on this lockdown for the last, I don't know how long. So I've been pretty much staying home, staying inside. I do my class online, that kind of thing. But to actually talk to somebody else other than the hubby, I don't do that a whole lot. So I'm glad to talk to you guys tonight. Good. And then Sweet Urban Rose, good evening. She says she's new to the group. She found us through Simply Carla Jones's channel. So ladies, we've got a new lady here. One of you guys could do me a favor. So you see where Sweet Urban Rose has made a comment. I want somebody to click on them 3 little drop down buttons over there on the right where it says go to your channel or go to that channel. Click on that, go over to her to see if you can go over to her channel and just look around and come back. Someone told me that they thought maybe that particular mechanism wasn't working. And I don't want to try it in case I do and then I mess up stuff. You guys know I can mess up stuff. So somebody try it. Go over there, her channel, check it out, come back, and let me know if you can do that. And then there's a Peggy Girl, and it's with us tonight too. So, hey, Peggy, it's good to see you. And then Sweet Urban Rose. Yes, what is your name? We like to know the names of the people that we're talking to. Now, you said you're new to here and you're here from Carla Jones's channel. We are a band of women who have gotten together to support one another to grow our YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. We don't do drama over here. All we do is love and support. And when we get a new lady jumping on, we like to say hello and welcome. So welcome to the Sister Circle. And if you see us going circle up and see them dropping little red circles, that means we're trying to close the gap, to take care of business, and to grow these YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. So ladies, can I have a circle up in the chat box, please? Janae says she's missed us, but let me tell you, Janae, I missed all of you guys too. And so Carla is here. So hey, Carla Jones, and so let me sit this over here just so I don't forget. I'm gonna put it right there. Well, there, I'll put it right there. And that's what I always did when I'm on a live and or a chat and I want to go see what people are doing. That's what I do. So you guys say that function is working so good. So, okay, so Peggy Garland is being greeted. Janae's, Wendy always busy. Wendy, I'm glad to see you too as well. And did the Urban Rose, did she tell us her name, or is her name Rose? Where would she go? Sweet Urban Rose. Where is it? Well, I'll tell you what. Sweet Urban Rose, we're going to assume your name is Rose unless you tell us different. So I'm going to call you Rosie. So if your name is not Rose, you better let us know. And hey, Miss V, she is on her way home from work, so she's listening. So, okay, guys, let me go ahead and get started because I got stuff to talk about. Kenya's going to be joining us later because we got some stuff we want to talk to you guys about, but we'll see. So, okay. All right, so let me see. So first, let me give you the rundown on how things are going to go on today's show. As always, the first thing we'll do, we'll talk a little bit about how people are managing during the stay-at-home crisis. We'll talk about that real quick. Then we'll talk about the Small YouTubers collab just hosted by Penny from at Penny's Place, Catherine from Catherine in Christ, and Lady Phoenix, and myself, Quasi. So we'll talk about that and the importance of having a channel trailer. And then we'll get into the big idea that Kenya and I have, Kenya from Kenya's Decor Corner, that we have to share with all of you guys. And then we'll do Darcy's shout out. So we'll do that toward the end. And then lastly, I'll give you an update on open invites and collabs. And we should be able to get to that. But keep in mind, just in case we don't get to that, I will tweak the notes tonight and get the updated list in the description box of this particular video tonight. And then I'll also put a little note on my community tab to let you know that I've got that done. So we'll do that. All right, so let's see. All right, so before we get into it, what you sipping on? I just got water and I had a whole, let's talk about that first. Who's got something good? I did have some lemonade earlier in the week. I bought a big bottle, like a gallon size of the raspberry lemonade. Well, it's gone. So Carol's got Coke Zero. Okay. Carla Jones is giving me hearts. Can I get some thumbs up as well as some hearts, please? That would be great. Now, Rosie at Sweet Urban Rose, and then I think it was Peggy Garland, who is also new with us. One of the things that we do here to help each other grow, we talk about collaborations and open invitations, and then we talk YouTube strategy. We give each other ideas and different things like that. So you will enjoy that. And hey, Tammy Thompson, MG, good to see you as well. So Tammy, from me, myself, and I'm doing what? Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. Girl, I've had Kool-Aid in years. Yes, Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. Tammy Thompson's got water. Wendy's got water. Hey, Penny at Penny's Place, shout out to you. So yes, good to see you as well. And Diva says always water, best in the house, and you're right. And then Simply Carla Jones had orange juice earlier. Now she's got water. Girl, Tammy, you don't even talk about quarantine. Wait, girl, you know, Weight Watchers has been closed, my class that I normally go to. And they've got stuff online, but have I been online to do that? No, I've been eating cherry pie, a la mode. My daughter-in-law brought over some peach cobbler. Now, she brought it over in a bag, handed it to us, and left. She had her mask on and she didn't come in. I have already had 2 helpings of that peach cobbler. So we won't even talk about weight. Peggy is brand new to YouTube. How in the right place. If you want to grow a supportive YouTube community, you want to learn some things, some tips, tricks, and different things like that to help you grow, you're in the right place because the ladies here are very, very supportive. So yes. Oh, so she's your bestie. Tammy's got Girl Scout cookies. Girl, I like those oatmeal Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. So, all right. So we talked about that. So now let's talk about the video assignment. So for Peggy and Rosie, we will also have a video assignment, usually each week. I did put the video assignment in the description box prior to coming on. If you have not watched the video, please look at it because the video talks about the importance of a channel trailer and how to make one. So it gives you 6 steps, I should say, in creating. So if you haven't seen the video tonight, don't hesitate to check it out later on tonight or tomorrow. It's a very short video, but it's powerful. And let's see. Oh, I didn't give you the name of the video. The video is by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis, and it's called How to Create a Channel Trailer in 6 Steps. And I know Sunny Lenarducci also has one, but I have not seen hers. I have seen this one because it's the one that I use. So I wanted to make sure that you knew about it. Okay, so we've got that talked about. So now let's do a wellness check. So first of all, let's do a quick wellness check on Peggy Garland since she's brand new and new to YouTube. So Peggy, let us know, have you actually started your YouTube channel yet? Where are you in your journey? Oh, and the other thing for you new people, you guys cannot say the word subscribers on this live stream. I'm the only one that can say it. You can't ask anybody to subscribe to your channel or anything like that. But people may check you out, and typically they will. Oh, Peggy, don't be nervous at all, girl. We all had to start from ground zero. All of us. There's nobody on here, at least that I know of, that's too big to help somebody else that's trying to get it started, because we are all trying to grow these YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. So please don't feel nervous. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask, particularly toward the end of the session. You can feel free to do that. So, so how new are you two new people? How new is new? Nicole Northgarden. Hey, Nicole. Good to have you join us as well. One of my vintage baking friends. I have to tell you, Nicole, I just loved watching you and your girls do that vintage baking. They were just so sweet. And I miss with my grandchildren and my grandnephew. It was so much fun. If I can get a video out of it, I'll share it with you. But Nicole, you made me miss them and really want to try to figure out how I can virtually connect with them. And I did. And I also did my own vintage baking just because I thought it was fun. So there's that. So Nicole, if you've got a new collaboration or anybody else got a new collab coming up, put it in the chat box so that I can get it on the list. So when I put the list in the description box tonight, I have all good information. So Rosie started her channel at the end of February. Oh, she is really new, 2 months. You got a lot to learn and ways to go groove. And she hasn't put up her first video. And she said she filmed one several times and then she didn't like it. And I said, look, finished is better than perfect. Your first 30 videos are going to be bad. Let's just get it out there. Your first 30 videos are going to be bad. But what do they teach you? They teach you how to get in front of a camera. They teach you how to edit. They teach you how to kind of keep things moving. So those first 30 videos, Peggy, and then who was Peggy? Oh, Rosie. How new are you, Rosie? Tell us about yourself. We're doing a wellness check right now. And then Marilyn, you always ask, am I buffering? It looks just fine to me. I'm not buffering here. Okay, that's good. And then Rosie, what about you? Are you working on one now? So now Kimberly says she's buffering too. Am I buffering badly for everyone or just Kim and Marilyn? So if you're buffering, you might want to refresh your screen. Sometimes that helps, refreshing. So Nicole said she just announced it to one this afternoon. So I'll look for that and get it on the list. But yeah, if you're buffering, then refresh and that should help you. The quarantine, the lockdown. So if you're buffering, refresh your screen. That should help. How things are going for you guys in your area. In my area, I had to run out to the grocery store yesterday. I hadn't been out in almost 2 weeks, and I needed to buy a hair dryer because I got to wash my hair and figure out how to fix it. Guys, let me tell you this. I have not washed my own hair in 35 years. I go to the beauty shop every Friday. I've had a standing appointment on Friday for the last 35 years. Well, my beauty shop is closed. So my last video, I had to wash my hair myself. So you guys saw big hair in that one. And then the last couple of days, I've had it pinned up like this. So I'm going to try to wash tonight or tomorrow. So I had to go buy a hair dryer so I can roll it up and then sit under the dryer, that kind of thing. So that's why I was out. And for the most part, everything was in the stores. I didn't see too much that I couldn't find. There was lots of produce, bread. Everything looked like it was okay. There was even toilet paper and paper towels, and I didn't need any, but I picked up a pack just because I have some family members that can't get out. Thank you, Carol. One of the ladies asked me if I got my hair cut. And I'm like, no, this is just a bad hair day, and it's pulled up. You guys, I'll show you. See, I got it all pulled up. So there's that. So Cheryl at I Style My Style has a collab that starts tomorrow. Her invite video is up. So I'll be sure to check that. I don't have it on the list already. Rosie's working on a spring DIY video, and she just has the voiceover left to do. Good. Voiceovers are huge right now. And so there's that. So Marilyn says beauty supply stores are closed. Hey, don't I know it? Well, I don't usually go to the beauty supply store, so I don't know that. But I meant beauty shops are closed. So this is what you got. So this morning, my hair was just wild. My husband said, oh, look at you. Your hair's so wild. You are totally relaxed. I'm like, okay, I got to do something with this hair today. So that's why I pulled it back like this. And you can see my little gray streak there. And it looks pretty neat when Carol, I was cooking and doing a video early, and I just forgot to take it off. So I forgot to take it off there. All right. So we got that. So again, how are things going? That's the question. Are you doing okay? The only thing that I really didn't see in the store, I wanted cornmeal, like yellow cornmeal. They didn't have that. And I didn't see any 5-pound bags of all-purpose flour. I saw some 10 and 15-pound bags of flour. So that was missing. Then, of course, you can't find yeast anywhere. But my sister had gone out a week ago, and she happened to see some, so she got me a jar. And then the other thing is, I'll let you guys know my mom eating for the most part. Every now and then she doesn't eat like we want her to, but she's doing better. So thank you guys for your prayers with that. So Diva says grocery stores are still bare in Florida. Ours were not bare. And I went to the store. It must have been about 11 o'clock, I think. So it was late, but there were still things there. So Diva, I hope you guys have enough food. Carol said her and the hubby are doing okay, missing a few things, but nothing to everything I need. So there's that. And then Tammy says her husband's doing the cooking, so thank God for that. Is everyone else doing okay? And Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me just joined us. So hey, Stephanie, good to have you with us too. So Diva said she makes trips to different stores. And Marilyn says Peggy has a warehouse. Well, my kids might say the same thing about me. So Tammy says she's an essential worker, so she gets beat up in the stores. Oh, I'm sorry, Tammy. All right. Okay. And then Penny says they're good there. All right. Well, let's go ahead and then let's talk about. So now let's go ahead and get started. I want to talk about the small YouTubers collaboration that dropped on Friday. And I see Penny is on with us. Penny, I'm so glad you jumped on because Penny, kudos to you, Lady Phoenix, and Catherine at Catherine in Christ for coming up with the idea to host this collaboration. Be good, since we're all at home, would be to introduce ourselves to the creator community. And it was such a good idea. And several people, well, quite a few people jumped on and actually did that. Now, we don't have a playlist yet, but if you use the hashtag that Penny gave us all to use, hashtag Small YouTubers Collab 2020, it puts you in the list. And so if you type that into the address bar, then all the videos just come up in the list and you can just kind of go down the list watching them. Now we're going to work on a playlist either tonight or tomorrow so that you guys can get in there. Marilyn's going to do hers on Tuesday. Great, Marilyn. I think that's good. You need to do that. I think everyone should do that because number one, it introduces you to people that may not know about you. So what you do is you do a video where you talk about your channel and what you have to offer. And you put in different little clips and things like that of the different things you do. So by the time, and it has to be under 5 minutes. So by the time you get that done, you pretty much have the basis for a channel trailer. So what I want to do today then is, say kudos to Really Good Living because they brought this collaboration to us, number one. And then the second person that gets a shout out is Michelle channel trailer, and I was going to do it. If I'm buffering, guys, refresh. That should help. So someone just had a question. Let me look real quick at the question. Oh, so Penny wants to know how to do a playlist. Penny, I have created a video on how to make a playlist. It's on this channel, and if you walk through it step by step, it shows you how to do that. Yes, Tammy, you can still participate because I think it's important that we all do that. And then once you get that video done and then pop it, and then use the hashtag so we can capture you to put you in the playlist, then you got to go back and tweak it to create your channel trailer because your channel trailer's got to be 90 seconds or less. But you got most of the work done because you've narrowed it down to what you want to say, what clips you want to use. All you got to do now is just do it. So today's video assignment was how to create a channel trailer, 6 steps. So when I did my channel trailer, that's the format that I used. Now, I did go in and tweak it again. After I got comments from you guys, I worked on it again this morning and I tweaked it and I'm going to deploy it tomorrow. I didn't want to deploy it today because I had another video coming out and I didn't want to mess up my numbers, but I'm going to deploy it tomorrow. So yes, Stephanie, the ones that I looked at, they were so nice. So again, most of those videos were, like in my video, for example, I talked about that I was participating in a collaboration and this is what we were supposed to do. And then I gave my channel trailer. And then at the end, I was thinking, so-and-so and blah, 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 blah. Well, you don't want all that in your channel trailer, your real one that you put on your channel. So you need to go in and tweak it to make it less than 90 seconds. So like I said, when they came up with the collaboration and I thought, oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll do that. I really need to do that. And then I didn't get it done on Friday. And then Lady Phoenix said, okay. And Stephanie did her channel trailer a couple of weeks ago, and she did a really great job on that too. We already kind of checked that out and gave her a kudos. So now we're looking at some other people. So, so now that we got the channel, we've entered channel trailer. All right. So the video assignment gives you a guideline on what to include in a channel trailer. So be sure to check it out. And then keep in mind that your channel trailer, you post it so that new visitors to your channel will see it. Continuing visitors or like returning visitors, they won't see it. It's for new people. So when new people land and then they look at your 90-second or less channel trailer and you tell them what your channel is all about, they say, I think I like that. I'm going to subscribe. So the whole purpose of it is to get more subscribers. That's what you want to do. So shout out to the ladies for helping us circle up. So can we have a circle up in the chat box for all those ladies who helped us to circle up? So again, shout outs today to Penny at Penny's Place, Lady Phoenix at Really Good Living, Catherine at Catherine in Christ, and Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life. So circle up. Bad Tammy hasn't done her trailer yet. Let's circle up, ladies. Let's circle up. All right. So, and then the next shout out goes to Darcy at Organizing by Darcy. And I tell you why. Here's the thing. Now, what happened? I just had that here. So here's the thing. We've been talking about baking and all that kind of thing is huge. And who jumped in on that trend, on that very timely trend? Darcy at Organized by Darcy. She put a video up, and the video is almond flour muffins with blueberry. I saw almond flour at the store. I didn't buy any. Maybe I should have. But her video is almond flour muffins with blueberry. Her about page, it says, "Welcome to my YouTube channel. You'll find great organization ideas, tips, advice, and more for organizing every room of your house." And then she talks about home organization as a hobby. And she hopes her channel is an inspiration to help you inspire or motivate you to organize your home as well. Now, why did she do a baking video? Her value proposition doesn't really talk about baking. But here's the thing. Right now, we are all at home together. We're all at home together. Stay at home with me. At home with me on quarantine. All of us are. So it makes sense that she would share a baking video because number one, baking is trending like I don't know what. But number two, everybody's at home trying to figure it out. And even though she normally talks about organizing maybe the kitchen or a drawer or something like that, you know what? You got to get some food organized. So that makes a little sense there. So kudos to Darcy. So, okay, so now I missed a question by Carol. Now, Carol at My Blessed Nest. So we just tweak our video from the challenge and repost it as a new video for our trailer. Yes, but now here's the thing. Now, I haven't looked at all the videos from the challenge just yet, but the video from the challenge was probably 3 to 5 minutes. What you need for your channel trailer is 90 seconds or less. So just save your file as whatever you had it saved for, but now you're going to save it as, and maybe your new file name might be channel trailer. And then edit that one down to 90 seconds. And you're going to take out the stuff in the beginning where you said, in this video, I'm participating in a collaboration. You're not going to have any of that in there. You're just going to start out right away with talking about whatever it is that yours is about. So let me see if I can find mine, and I'll show you what I mean. And I got mine on my desktop, but I should be able to find my the one that I used a little bit that I did in the collaboration. So let me find that. How'd you guys like my thumbnail? I called myself the homemaking queen. I just thought that was kind of cute. Okay, so let me skip this commercial. Hang on a second, guys. In this video, so participating in your questions, and often do you? Okay, so now I'm going to bring it, I'm going to turn it up, and you guys can just hear how I started it. So when I was in the collaboration, I talked about in this video, I'm participating in a collaboration, but when I actually worked on my channel trailer, various small YouTube channels, I'm going to show you the video that I created to use my channel, and then when it's done, we'll talk about the other ladies. So let's take a look. Do you have a home to manage and often find yourself feeling overwhelmed and unsure? Well, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach tradition. So you see where when I started, do you have a home to manage? That's the beginning of my channel trailer. And it ends with me saying, I don't know, subscribe or something like that. 11.5 minutes. My channel trailer is 90 seconds. So does that help? Okay, let's see, Carol. So Carol, 8 minutes is the max for the collaboration. But for your channel trailer itself, for your real channel trailer, 90 seconds or less. You cannot have an 8 or 3 or 4 minute channel trailer. Nobody's going to stay and watch that long. So less than 90 seconds. Now, what did Carol have a good idea about? So Carol said she made a private playlist for her that, okay, so collab videos, they were so nice. Like I said, I haven't seen them all, but they were really nice. And I thought the very interesting thing was we are all so different. We have so much to offer the creator community. So it was really nice seeing all the different things that people do. All right. So any other questions about that? Okay, looks like. So Peggy doesn't have her first video up yet, so now you won't find there. So no content yet. Carol says she's got it now. Penny says 90 seconds is perfect. So, all right. Okay, so there's that. So we need to have channel trailers on every one of our channels. So for you new ladies, right now, as you try to create a channel trailer, what you would want to do is just talk about whatever it is that you're going to be doing. And if you've got a few clips or something like that to put in there, do that. But you know what? A channel trailer for if you like brand new, just get some videos up right now. Then you can worry about that. So there's that. All right. So now there's that. So now, all right, now let's talk about me and Kenya's big idea. And I wanted to get the big idea out of the way. Even though they're doing church remotely, there's still stuff that she's got to help do. So she may be jumping on later. But this is our big idea. So here's the thing. You guys know I'm always looking around, trying to find just new ways to help us, meaning the ladies in the sister circle. Sourdough starters. There's been no knead bread, quick bread, banana bread. Bread is huge. And as you see, our very own sister Darcy did almond muffins, which is a form of quick bread. So there's that. The other thing huge is what to cook in your pantry when your pantry is getting low on various staples. So what to figure out to feed your family or yourself when the things you normally have are running low. What to do with rice and beans. I've noticed several bean videos, and I've even got one myself. You know, when I did my TNT product reviews last week, I showed you guys that bag of 15 bean soup, and I actually made it and I did the video. Now, I don't have it edited yet, but it's coming. Hey, Maria, I am so glad you joined us. You're just in time to hear about our big idea. So again, like this other person that I just happen to be watching a couple of things, they did a couple bean videos as well. So, and the other thing that I noticed was there are quite a few quarantine cooking type videos. They're getting lots of traction, and they are very helpful to a lot of people. And to be totally transparent now, I just happened to have it was a trailer for a YouTube collaboration called My Quarantine Kitchen. So I thought, and I had seen a video from this same person a week ago. Somehow or another, she got in my feed. I watched her video, so I got this one. And so I checked it out, and I did contact her because the video was called, well, the collaboration is called My Quarantine Kitchen. There's 5 ladies that are participating in this, and they all belong to some trim, healthy mama kind of thing. I'm not sure what that is, But when I thought the video was nice, and all 5 of the different ladies did something different, but the collab was my quarantine kitchen, and it was a closed collab, because I did send her a comment to say, hey, this is really kind of cool. Is this an open collaboration or is it closed? And she says, oh, it's closed. It's only for, their little group. So I thought, I like the idea. And as my friend Mary at Mary's Nest says, if a model is working, follow the model. So I thought, how can we create a model for ourselves? So I was talking to Kenya, and one of the things that we talked about was having a quarantine cooking series ourselves. Us ladies here in the Sister Circle, we do our own series on quarantine cooking. Now, their video series was called My Quarantine Kitchen, and they're posting a video every Monday night at 8. So me and Kenya talked about it, and we thought, well, we could call ours. And we did a little research on titles, and we decided on quarantine cooking hashtag at home with me. I think that was it. Let me look.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Would you believe this? My iPad just popped on and started talking to me. Okay, so again, quarantine cooking hashtag at home with me. That every week. So those of you who want to participate, and I think this could be good for most of you for your channels, so you should consider jumping in on this. You can cook whatever you want. But since this topic is trending, it can bring new eyeballs to your channel and hopefully new subscribers. So that's the thing. Now, even those of you who normally do DIY, because I was thinking about this, so I thought, how can this work for those that do DIY? Because like Gleesa and Made with Glee doesn't normally participate in some of these cooking collabs because that's not her thing. But we are all at home together. We're all running out of stuff. So let's say your recipe calls for your buttermilk pancakes calls for, let's say your pancake recipe calls for baking powder. You don't have any baking powder. A DIY baking powder substitute is cream of tartar or some other stuff. So you who do DIY could do a cooking video on how to do, like sub this or that out. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to type this in. So now that's our title, Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me. Now, let's say I do my 15 bean soup. So I might do Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me, bar, best ever 15 bean soup. Or let's say it was Darcy's almond muffins. She might put in Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me, bar, best ever, or, almond blueberry muffins or something like that. Those are the things that I'm thinking of, because I'm thinking if this kind of thing is trending, if it can work for someone else, it can work for us. We just gotta, do it. So let's see. I'm checking my notes because I want to make sure I have it all here. So let's say you don't have any flour, so then maybe your recipe might be a DIY substitute for flour, or DIY whatever, and then how to use. I didn't give the date yet, but how to if you don't have flour, what's a DIY substitute or something like that. So what do you guys think, first of all? Now, Kenya and I were thinking that we would at PM. So let's talk about that first. But before we come to that, what do you guys think about that? What are your thoughts? Let's have a little bit of discussion about that. And we're thinking we would do it every Monday at either 12 p.m., like noon, or 7 p.m. in the evening, but let's talk about whether or not you guys think it's a good idea. So Marilyn said she thinks it's a good idea. Stephanie said she thinks it sounds good. What are your thoughts, ladies? Do you think it's a good idea? Tammy said she thinks it sounds like cooking videos now, so she's going to hold off and participate. Well, you know what? If we do it like every Monday, we're looking at today is Sunday, so you could do one tomorrow. You could do one next week. Kenya's making the playlist tonight, so the playlist will be available tomorrow. So maybe, Diva, if you've got one you're editing, maybe we'll make breakfast, and then I do lunch and dinner. Can it be cooked with what you have? Oh, heck yeah! Because, Carol, remember, we're not going out to cook. I mean, we're not going out to buy stuff. So you're cooking with whatever you have in your home. So the other day when I did this virtual cooking lesson with my grandchildren and my great-grandnephew, and I called it Cooking with Grandma, we were going to make pancakes. That was our first cooking lesson. We were going to make pancakes. And I looked at his setup on the screen. We were doing it with Zoom. And he had buttermilk. I hadn't planned on doing buttermilk pancakes. We were just going to do basic pancakes, but he had buttermilk. So I had to figure out, okay, so if you're doing buttermilk, then you're going to need to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda to your recipe. And then the other people were just doing regular pancakes. So they had sweet milk and they had baking powder, that kind of thing. But at first, Jordy didn't think she had any baking powder. Cheryl says, since she doesn't usually cook, but since we're quarantined, she figures, why not do something different? And so, see, that's the thing, Cheryl. That's why I'm thinking it could work, just because we are all under quarantine. So now, Cheryl, for your channel, now these are my thoughts, and I want people should be jumping in and giving their ideas. Let's say you normally are doing either organizing or style, that kind of thing. So like when I do my community health videos, so I might say something like in my intro, so I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach traditional homemaking for to-go, and we're going to talk about hand sanitizer. So maybe what you might consider doing in your intro is say, friend, not where we are right now. Today, people are needing blah, 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 blah. So I am bringing you a video on quarantine cooking because we're all on lockdown or something like that. So Tablescape Diva said her sons are essential workers. And they were at home. One is back, but she's saying she cooks. We're all cooking. We can't, well, I shouldn't say all. One day we did order out. We ordered from Pizza Hut because my husband said we should support the local restaurant. So we ordered in pizza. Oh, it's so good just to have food that I didn't have to cook. But yes, I'm cooking every day. Tammy said she cooks a dessert every week. So she could do that, you know, like at home with me, sweet. And that's one of the things I've been craving is desserts. So when I went out the other day, I bought a cherry pie. Okay. Oh gosh, I snorted. Sorry guys, that's so indelicate, but sometimes my nose gets itchy. All right, so Penny wants me to repeat about the intro because I was buffering and she missed some of the words. Okay. So let's say we're looking at, well, I style my style. She does style and design. So let's say for her intro, she might say, you know, like in this video, I am making cornbread muffins and black-eyed peas. Keep watching. And then when she comes on to talk about herself, she'll say, now, I'm Cheryl from I Style My Style. And usually you guys see me bringing you videos on bathroom refresh or how to use pillows to decorate your home. But today, things are just a little bit different. People are on lockdown, they're under quarantine, and right now what people need is interesting ideas on what to cook or cooking under quarantine at home with me. So in today's video, I'm going to cook blah, blah, blah. Now, Carol says, are we allowed to use the word quarantine? Yes. Now, here's the thing about that. And I was talking to Miss V about this today. So when you upload a new video now, or at least I got this, this disclaimer at the very top of the screen, there's this little bar that says you can have input into how your videos are monetized or assessed or something like that. And so you click on that to learn more. Does it have firearms in it? Is it dangerous or some kind of prank? Or is it this or is it that? The very last question is, does it relate to sensitive topics or tragedies? So I click that, and then what pops up, and so I click that, and my videos have been monetized. You can use quarantine in the title, though. If you look on the internet, if you look on YouTube, they're all over the place. So, and if you're not monetized just yet, then you don't have to worry about it. If you are monetized, then, you know, revenuers would want to post on your channel. So yes, you can use the term quarantine. Yes. So when they first started having videos on the coronavirus, they did not allow those words. But now, since it is such a way of life with us, and it's not going away in the next 6 weeks, they are relaxing those. Oh shoot, now I can see I'm starting to buffer a little bit. So does that help? Does that help, guys? Okay. So now the other question that I want to get is, what time do you guys want to post and what day? So Nicole, you should go back and ask for a reevaluation of that. Due to review is just put, like if you hover your mouse over where the little yellow thing is, then the review box should pop up and you can click on that to request a review. And then Cal's Talk says all she wants to eat these days is bacon. I picked up some meat, but I also picked up like 3 or 4 different kinds of pork, because, you know, there's going to be a shortage of pork with this shutdown of all these meat packing plants. So, okay. So now Marilyn thinks Wednesday for the cooking videos. Kenya and I were thinking Mondays, but does anyone else have any other thoughts on that? Marilyn thinks Wednesday. I was thinking Monday, so that then you've got the rest of the week to work on your other content, because you may have other signature content that you want to take care of. So this would be in addition to your signature content. Now for me, since cooking is part of my signature content, it's okay. But I try to do a cooking and a something else. So Cheryl thinks midweek is good. Okay, so other thoughts? Other thoughts? Tammy, it has slowed down the review process, but I think right now we're being allowed to use those words. So I would go ahead and use those words. So Nicole says midweek. Diva says midweek, Wednesday or Thursday. So, okay. So we've got 4 people that have suggested midweek, like Wednesday or Thursday. So I definitely don't want to do Thursday, but we've got several on Wednesday. What else? So we got, then now we've got, Penny says she likes Monday, but after 10 a.m. Well, certainly would be afternoon. So we've got 4 people. Tammy says any day will work for her. And we've got several people doing Wednesday. Okay, let me get with Kenya, and then we're going to put out an invite video. Both of us will. So here is the other question then. Do you guys want to make this a closed collab where it's just the ladies here in the sister circle, or do we want to make it open for anybody who wants to jump in? What do you guys think? I'll let Kenya know you guys are leaning toward Wednesday. And she should be jumping on later on. But do you guys want to make this closed collab just for us ladies here in the sister circle, or do you want it to be open to whoever? So Marilyn says sister circle. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. I don't even know what those dates are. Circle. Because I was thinking just a sister circle because it's to help all of us grow. So, okay, it'll be a closed collaboration. just the ladies here in the sister circle. So everybody that's on with us, and you guys have been continuing members. We got a couple new ones. You guys count. So you're welcome to join that if you choose. So, okay, so there's that. Collabs coming up. Well, here's the thing too. Whatever day we pick, it's going to be ongoing for at least, what, 4 weeks, 6 weeks? What do you guys think? How many weeks do you guys want to try it? 4 weeks, 6 weeks, what? Keep it in mind that you don't have to do it every week. 4 weeks, 4 weeks. Other people, thoughts? I think 4 weeks sounds good. And you can do more if you want to. Tammy says 6 weeks. Carla says until the quarantine ends. Well, that's a thought too. Well, let's put it this way then. What we could do is, we could like go with 4 weeks. And then if anybody wants to continue to do videos, they can. Because once we've got the hashtag established and we've got the pattern established, people are going to may start looking for us. So why don't we say we're going to do it for the next 4 weeks, starting, you can start this week, you can start next week, whatever you want, because Kenya's already got the playlist done. Well, she'll get it done tonight. And then if you want to go, then go for it. All right, so Wednesdays, today is the 19th. So Wednesdays are like the 22nd, 29th, that kind of thing. So I think Wednesdays could work. Okay, I'll talk to Kenya Wednesdays. And you can go 4 weeks or longer, because remember, you want to attract people to your channel. And you can cook whatever you like, whatever works for you. Now, Carol has a good question. Rachel's one box is the 29th. Let's see, what day is that? That's a Wednesday. So Rachel's one box challenge is the 29th, which is a Wednesday. And a lot of the ladies here in the circle do that challenge. But I tell you what, though, here's what you do. If for any reason, let's say you decide to participate in Rachel's challenge and you don't want to have 2 videos going on the same day, then post your video a day early or post it a day late. Either one is fine, because you'll still end up with the same hashtag. So let's do that. The look for less is on the 22nd. So yeah, I think if we do this weekly, we're going to run into someone doing something somewhere. So, and Diva just made a great comment. This is a great way to create your own playlist for your channel as well. So we're going to start out with 4 weeks. So this gives you the opportunity to create a playlist, a series of 4 videos for your channel about quarantine cooking, hashtag at home with me. And then if you want to participate in a challenge that is on the day that we would normally post, then instead of you posting your video on Wednesday, you can post it the day before or the day after, because you're still going to get traction from that hashtag. Now, Kenya and I didn't talk about that. What do you think? Do we add to the same playlist every week? We're not changing anything. We're not having, we're not saying this week is rice and beans and next week it's bread and the week after that it's soup. We're not saying that, are we? What are your thoughts? I've got a video on how to create a playlist on this channel, and it's pretty good, I think. It just walks you right through it. So Carol thinks the same playlist is good. What do other people think? And I know it takes a little time to, type things in. So Ted hadn't thought that completely through on that issue. Or she may have, and I just, haven't heard back from her. Through all of those videos to pick up where they left off. So do week 1, week 2. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, Marilyn. So you heard the information about the collab. So it'll start this week if you want to, or next week if you want to. We'll post. So each week's going to have its own playlist. So then before you guys go, well, let me finish this. Now, let's talk about time. Tablescape Diva says she's learned how to add her video to a scheduled list and how to add music. So great. She's leveling up that 1%. Okay, I'm going to, we're going to create an invite video. So, or, you know, an invite video so that you guys have all the information. So that's what we plan to do. But so once it's up, like the one for the first week is going to be up. If not tonight, then definitely by tomorrow. So you can. It says start it next week to get everyone. That's a good idea. Okay, that's a good idea, Diva. So week 1 will start next week. So if you've got cooking videos that you've been working on, I don't have a problem with you going ahead and, you know, using the hashtag or whatever. But we'll say the week 1 videos will start next week. And Kenya's working on the playlist for week 1. And then we'll put all of those in there. And then we'll have a new playlist each week, just so people don't, like you said, because I know I probably wouldn't want to scroll through 30 or 40 videos to find one or to see where I left off. So that's a good idea. Okay, so 12 o'clock p.m., 7 p.m. in the evening. What are your thoughts? What time shall we upload the videos? And while you guys are thinking about that, I have friend mail. Friend mail. I don't get friend mail often, so I'm always excited when I do. So Tammy says 7 p.m. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. If you want to add a date, yes, the playlist will be ready. Kenya's going to get the playlist ready. She'll have the one for week 1 done within the next day or so. So yeah, it'll be ready. Ooh. So Carol says either time is good. Saving with Miss B says 7 p.m. Most people are saying 7 p.m. Okay. She had this well padded. Oh, look what I got, ladies. It is a mug, a coffee mug from Jamaica. And inside there is a keychain, and on the keychain is like little representations of their money, a pen, and I love pretty pens, and a flag. Oh, and there's a note inside too. Well, I just got it. I went to the post office yesterday. I don't go out often, but when I was working with the kids, you know, 4 of them have these aprons that my husband uses when the kids are painting, and the one grandnephew didn't have one. So I went to the post office to mail him one. So the next time all the kids will have that. So, and there's a note, and she just said in the note that she wanted to thank me for all the stuff that I do here for the Sister Circle and some other very nice things. So I won't read all of that, but she wanted me to have a representation, something representative of her country. So thank you, Carla. I so appreciate this. I really appreciate this. Thank you. I love it, and I love coffee mugs. So thank you very much. That is so sweet of you. I'll set that over there. And then Leah Rowe from Junkernecker, you have missed. What's sweet about the apron? Did I miss something? Oh, yes, the apron that I'm mailing. Yeah, duh. But yeah, Leah, you missed me talking about the collaboration that we have coming up. So what we're planning to do from the Sister Circle is host a collaboration called Quarantine. Well, let me look at it again. Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me. And I did type it in there. I'm going to type it in again. So just in case somebody wants to start on there's early collaboration. And we're going to do some quarantine cooking from our own kitchens. And the first video upload is next Wednesday at 7 p.m. And there will be a playlist. And if you are having a conflict with another video that you're posting on Wednesday, you can post it, say, on Tuesday or on Thursday. So it's a way to get more eyeballs on our channel. And for those of you that do DIY, you can approach it from the perspective that you're making a muffin recipe and it calls for baking powder and you don't have baking powder. Well, what do-it-yourself combination can you make? And there are those you can find on YouTube. I mean, you can Google to find out what you can replace baking powder with, a do-it-yourself combination. So there's that. All right, so there's that. Okay. So do you guys have any other, so we're going to post the videos at 7 p.m. and we've got the title, we've got the hashtag. We're going to do it on Wednesday, going to start next week, 4 weeks in a row. And I think that's it. I think it'll be good for the circle. So drop me a circle up. Okay. All right, but then now let's jump into our collaborations then. All right. Now I saw a couple people did post some collaborations on here, and I'll go through once we're done and I'll check those. But yes, I'm seeing the circle ups drop. So yes, so thank you. Now, again, for those of you that are new, what does it mean to circle up? That means we are closing the gap. We are taking action. We are leveling up by 1%. We are getting it done. All right. So we got, thank you, ladies. Thank you. And I got 28 people on. If I could get 28 thumbs up, that would be great. All right. So now let's take a look at the collaborations. And we have some that are ongoing. One of them is Stephanie's Family Feud game night, hosted by Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. And I know she had planned to start that last week, but she had a little bit of a trouble with not feeling well. So Stephanie may move it to this week. Stephanie, you can let us know what you plan to do about that. Oh, Penny, yes. You were asking how to join the channel live. And so I asked the ladies that were here, like we had a new person, and they can try it now. So you guys that are on live now, if you click on the picture of the person, let's say Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me or Yitra Creaciones at Maria, click on their picture. You should see 3 little dots on the side, and it should say, you know, give you some options, and click go to that channel and see if you can go to that channel and join that family if you choose to. See if you can do that, because Penny said she tried it the other day and was not able to while they're in there. So Carla says it's working. So Penny, I think maybe it was just an anomaly with whatever your particular system was at that. So maybe they've made some changes. They only see 2 options, report and block. I don't know about why they've done that. And, you know, YouTube doesn't always tell you. So it looks like that's not an option anymore. So we'll just have to know that. And it could be, too, you know, they've had some problems with trolls and different things like that. I don't know if that's one way they're trying to control that. But looks like that option is gone. So, okay. So there's that. All right. So Stephanie's game night is back on for this week. And it's on for Monday and Wednesday. And 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is at 7:30 Eastern. So, and that's really kind of fun. So you should try to check that out. And then All Things Marie says it might work after the live. So you could try it then. Because well, you guys may not be able to see the chat box, though. When the live is over, the chat box disappeared. So whereas I can see it, I don't think you can. I don't know. You'll have to check to see. Another ongoing challenge is the Friend Friday DIY with Heidi Sonboul. So every Friday, she does a Friend Friday DIY where she and people can jump on, do all kinds, and the model's working. Follow it. So I had mentioned once before to examine her channel and see what she's doing, because she was at 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers for almost a year. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 she's blowing up. So I just suggest take a look at it and look at her model, look at what she's doing, and see if it's something that you might. So yeah, so she's doing this Friend Friday thing every week. So I don't know, maybe there's something you might want to start doing on your channel every week. Well, we're already starting this, but I mean something that might be part of your signature content. And here's another thing. I'm just going to throw it out there, and then you guys can decide what to do with it. One of the things that you guys know, Sean Cannell was my mentor, and one of the things he's always telling us is that we should create a weekly show. And so I did have the Shoutout Sunday Show on my TNT community, but I had to move it from off of there to over here because it really wasn't part of my value proposition. And most of the people that came to my channel didn't come for this kind of stuff. So I moved it over here because one of the things that Sean reminds us of often is never post a video that your viewers didn't ask for. Never post a video that your subscribers didn't ask for. Now, what does that mean? My subscribers didn't ask for YouTube strategy. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers who I ran into in the library said, I don't like that YouTube teaching for that channel, and put it over here. So I'm just saying, never post a video that your subscribers didn't ask for, because you will lose subscribers if you do. So if you normally do DIY and you want to add some of this cooking stuff we're talking about, you have to make it work. DIY baking powder substitute. DIY no flour, what can you sub? That kind of thing. You've got to make it work. So whereas they may not normally come to you for cooking, they do come to you for a DIY, and they might say, hey, you know what? I don't have any baking powder, and I did want to make this or that. And speaking of not having any baking powder, some of these young girls, they don't bake, so they don't have stuff. I was talking to one of my nieces, and I said, so do you have baking powder and baking soda? Because I was trying to see what she had in her house so I could suggest what she needed to pick up during the quarantine. She had flour, salt, sugar, pepper. Baking powder, no. Baking soda, no. She couldn't bake anything because she didn't have anything to bake with. I just thought that was so funny. All right. All right, so Tammy's getting kudos, so I'm going to leave that alone over there. So there's that. So anyway, so there's that. Now, I hope I didn't lose my point. So again, if the model works, follow it. We've got our own model we're going to be coming up with. Good night, Nicole. So she's going to watch movies with her daughter. We'll check in with you, and we'll see what you do in our collaboration. So we'll see you next week. And April ongoing would invite Dollar Tree DIY, trash to treasure decor DIYs kind of thing. And she's wanting different YouTube creators to post something like every week, every night, whatever, to kind of give people something to do while they're home. So you guys can check that out. And then on April 20th is the Totally Dazzled project hosted by Cheryl at My Style, My Space. And then she wants you to craft with her for the week of April 20th. And you can craft whatever every day or just craft one day. But she's asking you to create at least one item, one unique item with products from Totally Dazzled. And then once you're done, send her your video. And then April 22nd is the Look for Less Challenge with Yami. And it's also the first, wait, is that right? Let me check. So let me check the calendar. So today is the 19th. So April 29th would be the first Wednesday that we would have to post our Sister Circle collab for our quarantine. According to our president, we are coming out of quarantine. We are not coming out of quarantine tomorrow, and it may be a month to 6 weeks before we are out of quarantine. Every state is not ready to come out of quarantine, and I certainly don't want to come out of quarantine if we are not ready. So there's that. At Home with Catherine, and it's Dollars in My City. So what they want you to do, I believe, I forgot now what they want you to do. What did they want you to do for that Dollars in My City? I forgot. Let me find. I got to find the video. I mean, the message now. Me, myself. I forgot what she wanted us to do for that. Okay. So for the Dollars in My City, you're to purchase at least one item from all of your local Dollar Brand stores in your area and create a DIY. Example, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar. And they must include at least 4 items, but I just don't know if that's going to work because, you can't go out shopping. So purchase an item from each of your Dollar Brand stores and create a DIY. Now, the only thing with that, Tammy, is you're not supposed to go out shopping. So I don't know about that. We'll have to see. I'm not sure how much participation you might get. We'll just have to see. So I'm not sure about that. I was wondering if you were going to maybe change the details just a little bit, but you see what she wants you to do. Okay, so there's that. And then April 25th is the Lavishly Yellow Tablescape, hosted by Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. And they want you to create a beautiful tablescape using yellow. What prettier, happier, brighter color is there than yellow? It's such a happy color. So there's that. So now Simply Carla Jones says she's been to Dollar Tree twice to get I'm wearing a mask and gloves. Okay, so there's that. Dollars in My City, the Lavishly Yellow Tablescape. April 28th is an open invite, crafted 3 ways, hosted by Kat at According to Kat and Casey at Coffee with My Sunshine. And you want to watch their invite videos for details, but they want you to use some items, get good participation. But what she wants you to do, she says, since she doesn't expect you to go out thrifting right now, what she wants you to do is to either share with us on video when you started thrifting, why you like thrifting, what items you usually look for when you are thrifting, where you like to go, flea markets, thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, etc. You have creative license to do whatever you want that makes sense for why you left thrifting. Her open invite will come out tomorrow. So we don't want it to just be a strictly talking head video. So if you're a thrifter, you've already got videos about the things that you've thrifted before camera, or maybe like usually when I'm thrifting for serveware. So maybe you might put in some clips of the serveware that you picked up and say, these are some of my favorites. You don't make it boring. So when I say don't make it boring, remember, you want to have some props. You want to have a nice mug from Jamaica to add to my collection. Or I found these really pretty red and white Rachel Ray cups, or I found some, what's that, Ray Dunn cups or whatever. So when you talk about why you left thrifting, that can be a talking head piece where you talk a little bit about why you left thrifting. And I like to go to the Goodwill. Then maybe you put in some footage or like a quick shot of the front of the Goodwill store, or maybe it's just And you can definitely show your thrifting items. So there's that. And then May 5th is an open invite for Cinco de Mayo Tablescape 20, hosted by If It Ain't Cheap, I'm Not Buying It. And Erica at Love is the main key. And so you want to take a look at their invite video for full details. And then on May 8th is the Mother's Day Coffee Table Style 2020, hosted by Diva Designing on a Dime and All Things Luxe by Tables. So they want you to style 2 different coffee tables and something creative for Mother's Day. And the video, all right. And then a couple people put some other things here in the chat box. So I'll find those and I'll get them in the notes. I'll get the notes tweet and I'll get them posted tonight. So those are all the ones that I've got. So now let's talk real quick about, so I'm just going to put in an example of the title. So if I was doing my title, and you can put our name either in the front or the back half. It doesn't matter. YouTube has proven that it doesn't matter. So I might be, let's see. And At Home With Me is one of the big, and then I might do title like that. Or I might do so what I want you guys to see is how I type that in there. Make sure you've got the hashtag like that and you want to have it in there. So you can either put the title in the front of your title, or you could put it, the name of the collab, at the end of your title. It doesn't matter. If you guys are buffering, just refresh and that should help. All right, so I think that's it. You guys got anything else, or are we good? Nicole, so do you guys have anything else, or are we good? Okay, guys, looks like it's starting to buffer a little bit more. So why don't we go ahead and wrap things up since we're starting to buffer. So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week. I'll get the notes in and I'll check and I'll get with Kenya. All right. And Carla Jones, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Now, if you sent that weeks ago, you were probably thinking, gosh, she's rude not to have even mentioned it. I just got it yesterday. So good night.